Welcome, my name is Chris Marrison, and in this video we will be discussing how Infoblox can help optimize your use of threat intelligence data and threat analysis. Standardization of processes and approaches to events is crucial to optimize your approach. This includes the ability to share threat data and to provide a consistent view and standardized way to access this data. Infoblox Active Trust provides a threat intelligence data exchange or TIDE platform that enhances the high-quality Infoblox intelligence data feed by providing a marketplace to access multiple feed sources and to share your own intelligence data on a single platform in a standardized way, allowing you to use this data where and how you need to tune and optimize your security ecosystem to the threats that are important to you. The platform therefore allows you to examine and extract this data, whether this be, for example, as a CSV file, standards-based sticks, XML, JSON, or even as a reputational zone for DNS, allowing you to use a combined intelligence data feed for your entire security ecosystem, from proxies to next-gen firewalls, or even to enhance your SIM. With the Infoblox Active Trust platform, you also gain access to Dossier, providing a standardized tool for investigating threat indicators across multiple sources, including both the threat data feeds and sources external to Infoblox. This provides a single, efficient way to understand a threat and its implications, as we'll see in the demo. Although Infoblox provides high-quality, curated threat intel data, Infoblox also understands that a single source is not optimal. The TIDE platform therefore provides access to additional high-quality partner feeds direct into the platform on a subscription basis from the marketplace. This allows you to make the most of the threat data from multiple sources to optimize your protection across your ecosystem, accessing these in a standardized way. So let's dive into the TIDE platform. Here we see the main dashboard showing us weekly indicator statistics, daily threat type breakdown, including information about the subtypes that are coming into the platform, and direct access to the indicator search tool and the Dossier investigation tool. You can also see access to useful resources and some of our data partners. We also have an interactive threat classification guide that enables you to understand and obtain more detailed information about our threat categories and threat types. For instance, if we look at the malware C2 category, we see the detail of the threat subclasses, and if we are interested in, say, CryptoLocker, we can see a full description of this malware type and links to more information on the internet. As you can see, the subcategories are very comprehensive. These classification and subtypes not only allow you to both understand and prioritize threat events, but also tune your indicator searches so that you can protect yourself from specific threat types. Let's perform some example indicator searches. In this first example, we'll use the specific subclass malware C2 CryptoLocker. With indicator searches, we can specify the dates and time, data types that we are interested in, as well as the data providers. In this case, we'll select the Infoblox indicator data. We'll leave the defaults for the number of records returned. We can see from the results many of the hostnames associated with CryptoLocker and when these were first detected. With all data, we see the threat class, subclass property, data provider, and the threat level. In this example, we also see that there are some more specific URLs. This data can then be exported directly in XML, CSV, or JSON formats, with additional formats available via the API. This time, let's perform a search for phishing URLs. In this case, not only do we see relevant indicators, but we also see who the end target of the phishing attack is. We can also use the indicator search to search for a specific hostname indicator. We'll enable all data types and all sources. In this case, we see a mixture of data. For instance, emerging threats list this as a potential policy violation, but we have not confirmed that this is a threat. However, as we look at both the SERBL data and the Infoblox indicator data sources, we immediately see that this is a threat and associated with malware C2 ponyloader and some URLs that are used. But what if we wanted more information about an indicator or threat? This is where the Dossier tools come into play. Dossier allows us to search using multiple types of indicators and brings together multiple sources into a single simple search. Let's use our hostname from earlier. As can be seen, this includes Google custom searches, malware analysis, passive DNS and Whois data, to name a few. Of course, this also includes the data from the TIE platform itself. One of the most interesting elements is the Google custom search, from which we can clearly see that many of the malware-specific research sites contain detailed information regarding the malware associated with this hostname. Let's grab the MD5 hash for later. The DNS data shows us an associated IP address. We can select this IP and immediately pivot on this data. Again, we see the IP is associated with malware of various types from both the Infoblox data and the Google custom search. Whilst geolocation for this IP also puts this in Amazon's European AWS instances in Dublin, Ireland. The breadcrumbs at the top allow us to follow our trail. Let's go back to the hostname search. The bar on the left allows us to order the information how we would like. Let's bring the Whois information to the top. This time, we pivot on the email address associated with the domain. In this case, I want to see whether other domains have been registered with this email, so bringing the reverse Whois to the top, I can now see some other domains that are potentially dangerous. Let's follow the trail and select one of the domains. As suspected, this can clearly be seen to have been associated with malware, and so we have proactively identified associated hostnames, IPs, URL, and email indicators that we could block within our security ecosystem. Lastly, let's take a look at that MD5 hash that we grabbed earlier. This can give us more information on the malware, and in the case of the malware analysis, also shows us what antivirus systems, for instance, can match against this hash and how they report it, and so may link other alerts that we have seen together. In summary, the Infoblox TIE platform enables you to access and use threat intelligence data from multiple sources across your security ecosystem and simplify your threat research capabilities to quickly and efficiently identify risks and prioritize them within your organization. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.